How you doing, guys? Welcome to another episode. And in this episode I'm gonna do the first service to the brakes. The brakes make too much noise, especially when they're cold, or when they too hot they start making noise. And that's just because the brake pads that I get, they're not the best. I get AC Delco, and I'm gonna replace them really soon. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna show you how to remove the pads, lubricate the whole pins, and remove some brake fluid. And I'm gonna show you how I do the service to the brakes, because these brake pads, they're pretty much new, but I know they make some noise. For the next time that I'm gonna replace them, I'm gonna go full ceramic probably. But in this episode I'm just gonna do full service to the brakes, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. First thing that I gotta do, remove the clip. Clips out. Now we can just push the pins out. I can grab with my pliers, release the tension on the retainer so I can remove the pins. That's one. That's the other one. Spring. And now with my pliers I can remove the brake pads. Okay, so big brakes, really easy to work on, and really easy to remove the pads. I'm just gonna inspect my caliper right now, make sure everything is good. Just wanna make sure that everything is in good condition, no leaks on the calipers. Everything looks good right now. So I'm gonna clean everything, and then with some paper I'm gonna sand it down the surface a little bit, and then put my Permatex on the pins on the back of the brake pads, and I'm gonna bleed the brakes a little bit to remove all the old brake fluid that is in the lines and on the calipers. Grab the brake pads, and on the brake surface sand it down, remove all the fine dust. Don't put any grease on this part, just clean them. See that? Make sure they're clean. Same for the back one. Brake pads are clean. I removed all the dust on the surface. I'm just gonna put a little bit of Permatex lubricant, spread it out with my finger. Don't put too much, because you put more, the more that you put, more dust and debris is gonna grab. So just a thin layer, really thin layer. This one is the back brake pad. Put it in. Same thing for the one on the front. Put some Permatex on it, spread it out with my finger. Just a thin layer. It's on. Now brake pad goes back in. Okay, don't push them all the way in. Now I'm gonna grab my pins, clean them, and you gotta put some lubricant too, because you have to have some lubricant so the brake pad move freely. Just put a little bit, spread it with your finger. I'm gonna put it through the hole, through the brake pad, through the other brake pad, all the way in. Make sure that you line them up, the holes on the other side, to put the clip back on it. Same thing for the other one. And before we put this one, we gotta put the clip again, the retainer. Put it through the brake pad, put it through the first pin on top. Make sure it stays in the middle. Now we're gonna put the other pin through the hole, press it down on the clip, on the retainer. Okay, now the pin is in, and now that we have everything in place, we're almost done with this side. The only thing I have left, I'm gonna use some Honda brake fluid to top it off, because I'm gonna remove some fluid just to make sure that all the brake fluid stay fresh. Now, just to bleed the brakes in this Acura RL caliper, you need a 5/16 range to bleed the brakes. In this case, I'm not gonna use my power bleeder. I'm just gonna use my pump, the one that I use many times, just to bleed them a little bit. It's still really clear. That means that we still have good brake fluid. We're just gonna do a little bit more. Clean it so you don't have any brake fluid. It's gonna eat the paint on the caliper. And this is the brake fluid that we get. It's not really dark, it's still clear. That's good. But we're just gonna make sure that we don't have any more noise from the brakes, and I wanna make sure the brakes work fine. Now we're gonna top it off with brake fluid. I'm using Honda, obviously, and then I'm gonna repeat the process on the other side. Okay guys, so I already did my final inspection. I make sure that everything was good. Press on the brakes, make sure that we don't have any leaks from the valve. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight. Don't strip the bleeder valve, because that's gonna be bad for you. Now I gotta put my wheel and go to the other side. When you put it on, if you have big brakes, make sure that you don't hit the caliper so you don't mess up the paint. Right. Okay guys, so you can see caliper looks really clean. Bleed the brakes. I use brake cleaner. I'm not gonna show you the other side. It's pretty much the same, and that's how you do a maintenance on your big brakes, in case that you have big brakes. But if you have regular brakes on your Accord or whatever car that you have, it's pretty much the same. And guys, that's how you do the service to your brakes. In this case, I just try to show you how I do my service for my big brake kit, which is amazing. I already told you guys before, this car, the braking performance of this car is amazing with these brakes. 4-piston calipers from an Acura RL, and you can see the difference from stock to these ones. These ones are huge, are massive. The braking performance is incredible on this one. So guys, I hope you like this episode. I'm gonna keep working on the Accord, shooting more content for you guys. I have something coming for the new RAV4 as well, but in this case, that's all I have for this one, guys. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I'm gonna be happy to help. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Peace.